Hey guys, I kind of want to talk about the difference from a standpoint of when I'm at home versus on the road. A lot of you guys know me as traveling a lot. And what does that look like? And how do I stay consistent on the road? Truthfully, I think I've learned because I've missed it more times than I've actually nailed it. Hey, that'll set you free. So sometimes you gotta learn. You ain't got to learn. Sometimes you choose to learn, to not learn, like me. And so it takes you a minute. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I think Instagram makes it look pretty and makes it look easy because we're posting quotes and we're posting pictures of our tour bus and and people getting saved. But truthfully, it's hard. It is hard to stay in my word when I have to wake up at 4 a.m, shower, and get on a bus. It's hard to stay consistent in my eating healthy and trying to work out and fit all these daily routines into this very tight, I only have an hour to get things done. Some things that I do, and I'm they're so great, but they're so hard. I'm thinking about it, cringing, I'm just gonna be honest. So when I'm at home, I wake up, I'm very routine, which is funny because I wasn't always that way, but I found freedom in routine, which is a whole nother video that you probably wouldn't want to watch, but we need to have. So I have a regimen. I do communion every day. This is the season I've been in. I pray every day. And by praying, I mean, I talk to the Lord, and a lot of it actually looks like silent. I actually just sit with the Lord instead of being here's my list. I'm what's on your heart, God? And it's seasons look different and it changes. And then I read, even if I don't want to read my Bible, I read my Bible. And you're probably well, duh. But no, really, there's been seasons long in my 20s that I was I'm not touching that thing. I ain't need that thing. It's like eating bricks. And ain't nobody trying to break your teeth on that. But then I'm okay, your soul needs it no matter what. Your spirit's longing for it regardless of how you feel. Whole nother tangent. But basically, so that's what my mornings look like when I'm not on the road. I work out. I try to eat as healthy as I can with some pizza on the side and call it croutons. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so it's hard, right? Because I can be very structured, and I think there's there's a health thing to it, and a rhythm and a rhyme to it. But it's hard to translate that to being in a bus full of people that you're having to wake up really early, shower, do all the things, and then get on a bus with 12 other people and be hello world, here's me, my best travel version. And I've traveled to around America, I've traveled to Africa, I've traveled to Asia, and you show up and you're just discombobulated. You're okay, how do I do this? And so it's weird, right? Because in that tension of feeling you're not getting your hour with him or your 3 hours with him, or for that matter, your 10 minutes in your car on the way to work with him, you want to feel disqualified. You want to be oh my gosh, I didn't pray. I didn't take all this time. And there's that thing where you become you find a regimen on the road. I would put in headphones and listen to worship music. I would listen to the audio Bible. I do whatever I know, but I understand and give myself grace enough to realize that I'm not in a living room by myself where I can just gut it out and praise. I mean, the people I travel with, they probably wouldn't care if I gutted it out and praise, but the other people on the airplane slightly may care. Who knows, they may get saved. We'll never know up to this point until I try that. To be continued. So I think you give yourself lots of grace in the midst of the travel. I have to give myself so much grace because I have this tendency to kind of lean on religion. Ooh, I just said that. I have this thing that no, I need to pray. I need structure. I need this. I need this. I need this. And sometimes in the seasons, God reminds me, girl, it ain't about the law. It's about love. And I see you. And I see your 10 minutes. I see your 5 minutes. And I know people are gonna be wah, wah, wah. No, it's true. He sees what you can give. But throughout the day, I try to make it a point to just talk to him. God, what is on your heart for this person? Or God, what are you saying over that person? Or what are you trying to show me through this situation? To me, God speaks to me a lot through situations, learning from people, what God's speaking to them. So he becomes in those places, instead of this person I'm kind of looking at, he becomes this person I'm living with. And it's cool to see the difference. Not that I'm not living with him in my house, it just looks different. And so people are like, man, how do you do it? Honestly, like, I have not nailed it. I'm not perfect. I love it. And I just have learned there's such a grace that comes with it. And honestly, I need him in a different way when I'm traveling hard than I do when I'm sitting in my living room. I still need him in my living room. It just looks different, but it's no different to him. It's only different to me. And when you put yourself under like laws and you put yourself under rules and regulations, you're gonna feel like you're failing on the road. Like, you're gonna feel like you're failing when you're living in a third world country, and because, you know, the trumpets of Zion go off at 4 a.m. and you're like, I just want to sleep. And then you're like, God, I'm sorry. I just need to sleep. And like, you know, all these crazy thoughts come in your head. Like, why can't I love people better? Why can't I do this? And he's just like, girl, like, just follow me, love on me today, talk to me today. And so for many people, they're like, I want to travel, I want to do these things. And you may not even travel doing ministry. Maybe you just travel for work. Maybe you're just going on a road trip with your best friend. I don't know. But give yourself grace and just somehow in the day connect with him as much as you can. Like, if it's just one conversation, it's one conversation. But if you're saying, God, my heart's for you, I want to be aware of you, you'll see him, because what you look for, you will find. So no matter where you are, what you're doing, look for God and you will find him. Regardless of what you're doing, whether you're sitting in your living room or you're on an airplane with people that are wearing masks, you will find God, because that's who you are and you're his kid, and it doesn't change. So whatever you're doing today, whether you're on an airplane, whether you're in your car or on a train, I don't know why you'd be on a train, but hey, that's cool. Find God. Find him wherever you are and catch a rhythm of that moment. Seasons change and it's okay. It's beautiful and you're growing with him. Have a good day.